What's up, everybody? How are y'all doing today? Sorry for the delays. I got woke up late, and that never happens. We were up late working on the platform, very late, as it's like 4 or 5 in the morning. I overslept my alarm. So sorry about that, everybody. I'm gonna get ready to get going here. What's going on? Market's crashing right now. Crazy lower DD band Nasdaq. I just now grabbed along. I don't know if that's worth it or not. I'm gonna say I'm glad I didn't touch this thing. Told you guys in the boot camp I was only looking to make any trades overnight. What the hell is going on here? Today, we've got all kind of data coming out. What's up, slightly larger Matt? How's it going? Yeah, we skipped the intro. Yeah, we run out of time here. We got data coming out today. Today's big news day, right? And so is tomorrow. Michigan numbers, GDP, and all kind of juicy stuff comes out today. Time to wake up. Damn, dude, look at this gap down last night. I just grabbed lower DD band just to be a player. Anything like that. All right. Let me get everything ready here. Take that for a quick 1,000. We're opening in about 10 minutes. Who knows what the fuck's gonna happen? Let me take profit on those. Okay, I just grabbed a couple accounts in my Tradeify and a couple accounts in my by the next. That's a total of $6,000. That's not bad. Just grabbed here to here, 2 contracts a pop. 4 accounts. Pretty cool. All right, now I'm gonna do nothing to open. Woke up at a good time. All right, let me see what I want to do. Let me sit on my everything set up for trading day. Why? All right. Let me post everybody over here. Hit that like button, friends. Thank you guys for being so patient. Sorry I'm running a little late. Let everybody know we're live. Let's do the post. Oops. Roll call. Hello, everybody that's here. I have called your name in spirit. Just think that I did. All right. Grab a little scalp off of a lower DD band, which is normal. Please volume up. Matt just needs to talk louder. Hold on. Get my pre-market stuff going on here. All right, guys, we are like crashing out a little bit overnight. Let me get all my stuff set in. We had like a massive failure of one of our systems in the back end. Now, lucky for you guys, it's only on the test server. But we had to take some extra steps to make sure that things weren't happening on the production server, so that way you guys didn't have interruption today. Oh boy, I was up all night. At least, how's my hair looking? Am I having a good hair day? Didn't get time to comb it. I just woke up, brought out of bed looking this good. Morning, guys. All right, quick announcement for market day get started. We still have the couple sales going on right now. ETF still running its 90% off sale. If you guys are you know, like in light of recent news, looking at, you know, switching prop firms, you use a trailing drawdown account with a certain named firm that's in a bad rap for not giving out payouts, and you've had enough. ETF's got the same product, and it's just as good, except they pay out. Their one step's phenomenal if you guys like the trailing drawdown. So that's going on, 90% off of that. Couple sales, the pin message has everything kind of written there. We also have no DLL has come back on the legacy accounts for FundedX permanently. No DLL. Right? That's like that's my reason for liking those guys. No DLL and uncapped. I hate DLL for Matt. Matt's least favorite thing. A couple other sales running out, normal stuff that's been kind of going on forever. Trade at 530, TPT 40. Let's see, 24,595. Dang. Doing crash monthly hedge. What is going on here? Market just had enough of whatever. Well, it's been 3 days of this. This might be in bear territory on monthly mass, so be careful. 824. That could be a reversal point, right? So we're going to be very careful today. You guys remember at boot camp, I said I'm probably going to do nothing overnight. I'm kind of glad that I didn't. 66.58 is lower MHP here. Dynamic. You guys like how sharp our overnight pivots are. We're like right on point right here. This is exactly the pivot. And maybe take a long probe. 824. No, I'm sorry. 2 minutes till market open. 66.94. It is a photo finish where I am just now. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna not draw the blue one today because it's going to be essentially way up there anyways. I'm going to save myself some time. Actually, 66.94. Isn't that crazy that last night it bounced and bounced there, then rallied up? I was out with IDOC and I went to this Weenies and Teenies event. Bunch of wiener dog moms go out to some bar, and you know, like I was like, okay, that's cool. I'll just hang out with the husbands. They have like a Facebook group or whatever. You know, all the wiener dog moms in Houston. There's 100 of them. They all know each other. They all share dog stories. We show up. Everybody's like, oh, there's Pickle. And there's just like, you hear the barking. And it's just like, it sounds like your dog everywhere. Very deja vu. And there's 100 little wiener dogs. I'm like, yeah, I'll just hang out with the husbands and we'll just like, you know, chill and drink a beer and play bocce or whatever. There are no husbands there. There was like one boyfriend there and that's it. And you want that talkative. So I was like, just chilling. I bet you, and as we were leaving, one of the guys was like walking out to his car. He goes, hey, what's up, Pickle? Well, I don't know any of these people, you know, she knows them. And they just know him from the pictures. He's like, hey, what's up, Pickle? And she's like, and then Doc was like, where you going? And he's like, oh, I'm just leaving them here. I'm gonna head out. So I think all the dudes like don't really go to the weenie events. And so, but it was fun anyways. We got to just, her and I just chilled and eat tacos and dogs run around. Am I bringing tequila to the beer party? Hell yeah. Always. All right. The hell is going on with today's market? All right, let's get prepped and ready to go. Should I can grab like an opening DD band long, or I just chill and wait? Boy, oh boy. I'll tell you that resilience is positive 40. Don't give me that. Come on now, let's be real. I can't remember, is NASDAQ on the left or right? You guys have to tell me. Yeah, we're still not saving settings. I'm gonna chill on this actually. Hard chilling. Hard chilling. NASDAQ on the left. All right, guys, cool. Thanks for reminding me. Thanks for reminding me how I do my trading setup, because I don't remember. Since the new layout. Y'all actually picked which I know I liked better. So NASDAQ on the left is it. And it's not saving the layout. Let me save one more time. We haven't fixed that. Last time we had a massive system failure. Take like an S&P long here, or do I just want to set the heck out? Resilience ain't that bad. Should I just like grab an S&P long with one? Let's see. We lost bear zone and we're in bear zone. Nah, monthly maps are gonna be bearish now. That DD ratio come through. Welcome to Knife. Get just anonymous. BSU. MHP long at bottom. That'll be irrational inside DD band one contract only if there is anything. I can do it right now on DD just for the freaking fun of it. I don't know if I want to though, but positive DD though. I mean, positive resilience though. What the heck's going on here? Bizarro market. Fuck it, I'll just long it. Like, why the hell not? No, minus 57. Okay, there it is. If only cut up. 46 DD ratio. RIS market's dead. All right. Well, I'll be just a hard chilling today. That sounds fun to me. I'm in no hurry to do much. Well, hello, bear market. Let's double check. Now we know, right? So I told you guys you're never gonna miss out on a bear market. Oh, I do could grab DD band to BSU. This would kind of be 540 to 590 on NASDAQ. And I just for fun, just to take the non-irrational bet off of DD. All right, let me do it. Let me just not be a little bitch about it. All right. Off screen, I've got two of my funded next. I'm going to grab here. Scalp from there to there, out the open. Boy, oh boy. Okay, let's double check. Guys, do me a favor, hit the like button, friends. Appreciate you guys all being here. Loyal to the stream, hanging out, even though I was like 30 minutes late. Let's run monthly maps and double check what the hell is going on. Greater market conditions bearish now. TD ratio 40. I mean, I can't take some long scalps. Yep, we officially are in liquidity pocket now, and if we don't break through 662 and a half, so that's 5 times, we got 50 points in Nasdaq. Let me write that down so I don't forget. 50 points in Nasdaq, I mean S&P. The ES. Now granted, I'm kind of like a little tired right now because I've been up. I missed out. Is there any news that would happen overnight that I should know about? I go read it while I'm doing this. Can y'all give me some data? Fucking QQQ is fine. Are we kidding? No, that doesn't count the overnight. QQQ is 596. GDP was a beat. $596. So Nasdaq needs to go up 4 times 5, 4 times 4, 160. 160 points from here. So that would be 24. And then I said that 160 would be 700. We'll just round down 700. Then S&P would need to be at, that's to get back into bull's side monthly map. The moment I said that, 66.58 plus 10, sorry, plus 50, 67.08 to regain bull market. Cool. All right, so let's talk about the opportunities we have here. Nothing, right? Market's slightly irrational. Nasdaq, you'll see that the red light is active there. We'll leave those on for a little bit. The irrational rules are above the liquidity map. That's no good. Need to switch those around. Okay. And we are following the lower MHP. Now, if there is any long trade, remember, I don't wake up and jump in and short things as they're falling. We just chill. You don't have to do everything every time the market's moving. And it's good because we got all of our tools to let us know. So these numbers right here are bare limits on monthly maps. That's what we need to reclaim for the bigger market to go bullish. Today, all the data came out. Oh, this morning, yeah, we had data, huh? Continuing jobless claims came out. On par, core durable goods orders actually came up. Core PCE prices actually flat against the forecast for the most part. Corporate profits were down. Oh yeah, I remember the corporate profits last time were fucking like ridiculous, and then they were revised. You guys remember the data came out like, you know, 10% or 7%, then they were revised to -3%. You remember that? Yeah, this is data. Trust this data. We were like, wait, corporate profits are way up. That's interesting. So I don't know what's going on. Durable goods orders up against forecast, up against last read. So that's actually up. GDP way up against the previous. Like everything's good, and market don't care. You see what I'll tell you guys? I gave you all the lesson. Market don't care. Market don't care about the news. Well, hello MHP. Okay, I see you there. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun on this. All right, let's grab a Nasdaq. Even on irrational days, I'll still try MHP. Just very quick. And now the market's going to dance around a lot. This is taking a lot of risk here, but I don't have to do too much on it. What a fun day. All right. So outside of DD bands, let's talk about it. Greater market bearish, DD ratio. MHP support's still good for the month. And DD also, monthly map's also bearish. So we get 2 of 3 bearish signals bearish. So let me buy the dip. What's going on here? My little pencil tool's frozen. Like, when you create a pencil tool as a company, you have one job. It's to make the pencil tool draw and not freeze up all the time. Maybe I'll go make a pencil tool. So now again, this is a risky bet. Market is irrational. We are below DD bands. The only thing that I ever do below DD bands is I can long off a strong pivots with a small position only. That is what you're seeing on screen. Where the hell is where's my pencil tool? All right, somebody do me a favor and do me a favor real quick. Can you or at some point, can you rewind the stream and tell me what these numbers were that I wrote at the top of the screen, because they're now gone. I'm trying to get everything on here. There is a possible setup with 40-point stop. Remember, VIX is above triple B, so obviously gal kind of overshoots and shit here. That's possible. 446. Thank you, Jack. Appreciate you, bud. All right, so 24,700. Okay. And then 6708. Okay. I'm going to draw lines on here to show where the bear market is. Okay, so that's what this is. 700. So I'm going to draw like a big fat, I don't know, give me a color. Black or something. Can you all see black pretty easily? Something that just shows like a color we don't use. That won't show up against the black background though. Let me try like is there a color we don't use? Purple. That looks horrible. Makes me want to vomit. How about this light purple? Okay, and again, that line's just signifying where the bear market's going to be for monthly map. That's what that is. Brown. Brown for bear. That's true. Is there even brown? Not really a brown. Like a red. So yeah, this is pretty dangerous. Market just crashing out. So I don't know what the mechanism of this is. But S&P's at lower DD band right now. So let's see. Is there a trade here? Like what sparked all of this? I guess the last couple of days just would have been like a sort of hint. Something that was up. VVIX at 104, VIX at 18.6, well above, taking a midpoint. So market's just having fun. We are hitting these crazy limits here, and this is what I told you guys. Remember when we had VIX above here? I was like, well, we had a short squeeze fuel in this. At some point, it could be an exhaustion. Man, this is going to be a fun morning. Not blow shit up today. Let's keep it kind of light. I'm overshooting my NASDAQ a little bit. So now you've been holding MHP. That'd be pretty gross. This account was the one that was up $1,000 pre-market on this, and now I took one more stab at MHP. That's it. Stop 46. And we get up here to retrace that. So in my teachings, whenever you're out rational to this degree, it's better just to sit out and not really do so much. There are only a couple of strong pivots that I do take, which is going to be monthly hedge and that's it. Okay, let me get everything ready here. And it's already overshooting that and getting close to my stop already. Draw that. Fun times, right? To wake up to crazy chaotic market. How do I do? Where's this settings on this? Oh. So certainly a cat will probably be active at this point as well. A cat active. Point in a second. So this is all just dangerous trading. This is hitting close to the stop, so I just call this one. Oh damn, that fell to 426. Okay. I'm gonna hold for like 1500 and I'll call it. Because S&P is still testing its same area. Oh, the market freaking crashing today. Bum 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 bum. All right, what do I got? Oh, this is gonna be fun. It'd be fun to be long in S&P at least. That's some volatile craziness. All right. It's around the edge here. Boy, oh boy. I love waking up to days like this, you guys. So nothing happened overnight. The market just decided to expend on its high volatility, huh? Insane. All right, so down outside of DD bands, market's completely irrational. There's only one setup, and that's it. That's it. That's the only setup I got. Other than that, I'm gonna let the market just kind of die today. So as soon as we tap the 66.39 right here, it's probably gonna like fuck you red candle. So I mean, very careful. Like I said, I'll be willing to hold a little bit more. I want to see the S&P at least get back above this. It's gonna be, or man, this is like a really scary point right now, the market. So I love that little. That's why I was holding a little bit longer, because we had the two pivots side by side. There's the expected red candle. Now the market's going to ask the question, is it dying or is it alive? Textbook stuff. You're trapped in between the two pivots here. This is irrational and bad, and the open down here usually is a good sign. The market overshot on great news, and this is an opportunity, in my opinion. And we'll see. Ugh. All right, what do you guys think? We hold over DD band or what? It's too early for me to play the EST song. I'm tired. I got balls of steel, baby. Market cap's down 1.5% or whatever it did. Wait, where are we at? About 1%. Yeah, not that bad. Everybody in the world's like, should I short this? And I'm like, where's the dip to buy? Again, we're in bear market territory in 2 of the 3 greater markets. Monthly hedge first is the only thing that's holding on. If you lose MHP, it's bear market. Again, I'm betting that we're not in a bear market. Fed's cutting rates. I'm going to bet that we don't lose the greater market bullish. The fundamentals are bullish, so that structure is going to hold. That's why I'm like, let me still hang on to the long. You guys smell what I'm stepping in, right? Y'all follow? I'm catching my drift here. Can y'all smell it? That's what I'm stepping in some truth. All right. Nasdaq finally breaking freaking even. All right. Get some money on the board here. If we lose 66.30, we're plunging into a bear market. So the opportunities are there for me to bet on my fundamental basis. So 2 of the 3 greater market signals have now flipped bearish. GD ratio now flipped back to being bullish. So that's pretty decent, at least for now. Resilience is kind of bad. It's not terrible. It's not like it's irreparable. But man, those futures just got nailed. Is this a nice little opportunity for a V up? Let's see. Why the hell not? All right, let's do it. Let's have balls today. All right, let's go. Okay. Give me some balls today. Let's go test DD for 45.39, and then I'll just trim it out, wait for news, and then we'll do something else. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, this is easier trading than I thought it was going to be. Alrighty. Close that out for profit on that candle. You know how that goes. That's, I had 800 this morning, and that's 500 there. Let's chill on that. I still got a couple longs riding. Let these bad boys ride. That one I closed out. I want to be a little careful on this. I got my S&P still riding. Okay, time to get that shovel. Ding 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 ding. Market's crashing. Who's got balls of steel? Me. Now the question is, what am I gonna do? All right. It's not feeling, I'm not feeling the weight to the upside here. It's still feeling heavy. I can feel it. Oh, it, like literally in the end of that sentence, it felt heavy. Come on, hang on. DD Van hold, baby. Hold on. Got a couple of one contract runners in S&P just hanging into there. Just for fun, let me jump back in on that one. So I closed the Nasdaq on that bump, close to my price target. We're back to here. I'm going to take the fundamental bet on Nasdaq here. ED ratio is still less than 40. Not the best. This ain't the best place to be. So yeah, like literally I'm saying, it's feeling heavy. You do this for 15 years, you just get the feel, man. All right. So hopefully we get some scalping in here. You took the 48 ES exit. Oh, very nice, very nice, very nice. Yeah, like the retrace. Now this is just gonna hold through for the bigger run up. Okay, I repeat. Bear market. Not just bear day, bear long-term market. If that is achieved, that's the boundary. That's it. This triggers a catastrophe. Nasdaq's already there. So So that's it. That's the edge. You don't need to be trading anything when markets are irrational in general. Part of from our handouts from our series, let me grab those really quick. Oh, I'm so tired, man. All right. You guys enjoy part 1 of the Trader Funding Masterclass Bootcamp? Did y'all like that? How to select the program? Today we're going to pick up with like a bunch of other topics, but so this is what we're looking at today. We are outside of these bands. Let's see how many. Oh, let me make it over here. Sorry. So we were outside the DD bands down in here. Absolutely no shorting below the green line. Not at all. If the market dies, I let it die. I can long off of strong pivots only. MHP, bears on top, bulls on bottom, and red lines. I can take small trades, longs only from there back to like target, back to DD, right? So that's the only trade I can make. Other than that, I sit out on everything else. If we break this, one can chase the short, but I don't. I still bet that the market doesn't turn to a bear market. Not just a bear day, but a bear market. The market turns. All 3 greater market indicators are bearish at this point. We lose MHP, which is the last thing we have holding on. We are already below monthly maps bear market limit, which is here and here. So in the monthly scale, we've sold off hard enough to hit bear territory for the month. MHP is the only thing holding the market up for it plunges into bear market. And my bet is Fed's cutting rates. How could we lose the market? I could totally be wrong. So I take the idea of, no, we had good data today. It's gonna hold on. That's what I think. Somebody said, you hit your profit target for the day, which is great, but it means you can't trade anymore. Should you buy a new eval? I mean, I can't tell you what to do, but if that's what you want to do, do it. You already hit your profit target. That's good. Today's going to be a day with a lot of movement. So if you like trading and not like watching paint dry, today's going to be a day that's not going to disappoint. If you like movement in the market, today's going to be a day that moves. So you're going to have some fun today. Probably some more blow-ups. So to be honest with you guys, it's going to be a tough day. Hopefully not so tough. Hopefully we hold this and then it does something, but it's probably not. Knowing me, my luck, it's probably just going to die. But today's certainly not going to be a paint's going to dry. We're going to watch and be bored all day today. This is going to be a market's going to move day. Probably move to the downside too. If we start losing MHP like this, pretty bad. If we plunge into bear market below 66.30, I've got no trade at all. No trade. So. Whoosh fan it. You love this song so strong? Yeah. I try to get one more time at the band now. If this is down here, the market's dead, so. I honestly could do better than holding on this overshoot. You see how it's sort of slowed down a little bit? Hopefully that's it. it's not. It's not making me happy that it's slowed down. But I'm betting they hold full market. Not, then gonna just walk away. Walk away from this one. All right. Okay, we need a song. We need a song. We need a good one. We need to bust out the old monkey paw. Turn it up. I don't think it's gonna... Like I said, my bet is Fed's cutting rates. GDP was good. Data's good. It'd be weird to plunge into a... This right here is going to squeeze Wall Street. Like this is big. This is gonna squeeze like traders galore. Like we lose this, I mean it's just like free fall at that point. I don't see anything except for technical levels. I think this is gonna hold. Like for whatever reason it is, it doesn't feel like it's gonna hold, but I think it's gonna hold. Like, like we're not gonna go down and fill that 24,000 level, which is where, you know, Contango was lifted this contract higher. And open, we tested the midpoint. Hopefully we stay the course. Like that this is just a V that goes all the way up, hopefully. Don't be sneezing today. No cold. Let's do red lines and cat markings too. I know I got ahead of myself today by not doing that. Keep an eye on me for this. Over here to the side. Let's find it. No way that's it. Did I miss something? Oh. Oh, but that completed, huh? Oh, there it is. Oh, not bad either. The S&P looks different. Oh, my bad. I was muted. So I was doing red lines for you guys. Thank you, iDoc. Somebody said bro isn't even looking at his charts. Wow, what a pro. I guess I got some confidence, huh? Not even staring at it. This one's made almost 2,000 today. Pretty good. I'm measuring red lines. Is that needs butter? I guess, is that how it is? Like, I'm just freaking like riding my bike, no hands on the wheels, and I'm sweating it. Covering up the charts, I'm paying attention to it. Actually, I'm keeping this in the corner of my eye. I know that I might think I'm some kind of like mystic, like fucking Rasputin or something. I was kind of looking at this, but I'm keeping an eye on this. I could tell what I've memorized where we are relative to everything. I know that this is in between these two still. That 58's the like, I'm looking at the DOM, so I'm not just, you know, free ball like raw dogging this, but kind of close. What do you think of me? Think of Rasputin? This is a weirdo. All right, let's get all my accounts green, man. That's what I want to see today. I don't care how much I make. I just don't want to see red. So, bro ain't even looking at his charts. How about that, huh? You don't need them. That's what I'm saying. It's all memorized. I know where my levels are, so memorized. I can take profit on that NASDAQ again. Second trade. Let's close that out. NASDAQs are paying out today. Fuck yeah, they were. All right. Let's take profit on the NASDAQs. Just a DD band. Yeah. All right. Let's take profit there. There. And actually, I don't really care to go like so heavy on all this stuff. I really don't. I don't care to make like $50,000 today. I just want to get my profit and kind of be chill a little bit. See what we get. All right, cool. This account's made 2,000 bucks. Let's go ahead and take. All right, so that one's good. Let me move that DOM. Let me work on this one with you guys. Y'all can watch this bad boy. I grabbed the 3 spot on that one. Right, a DD band. Now what I can do is I can trim it down to a runner, which is I'm going to trim it down to a runner and hold it. And let it go. Bull market, bear market. Now I got some runners held on, S&Ps. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm not going to risk my big accounts today to try to make, you know, 10,000 bucks in each one of them. I'm going to like I'm happy with making a couple grand a fucking day like this. All right. Classic case of good news is bad. No, classic case of good news is opportunity. I don't think we're gonna go to bear market. That's a great judgment call. This is why I teach you guys in boot camp, right? Your judgment call needs to be on point. Those of you, if you are tuning in for the first time, let me know. This is your first week here. How are you enjoying the content? How many first weekers do we have here? I'll probably get tired of seeing a bunch of green, but no emotions. Maybe I'm I still got runners on. All the ones that aren't at 2,000, I've got runners on, so I'm all in. Yo, I got chocolate covered pretzels for breakfast. Look at this today. I love it. Yeah, how the fuck are we in a bear market with the data being so good? That's what I'm telling you guys. Your greater judgment. I teach you guys how to see 10 steps ahead, right? This is the perfect bet. I don't know if you guys are trading, but what are y'all doing today? What are y'all doing today? I could close down and be happy with all this. I'm gonna keep it running just for you guys' entertainment. I'm gonna take props on the Nasdaq at yesterday's close. All right. Resilience is still negative, so smartest thing. I'm at the close. Let me take profit. I'm gonna close everything out. What a fucking great trade. Oh my god, I'm so good at this. Maybe. Okay, I'm flat. Okay. Done and flat. Now let's see what happens. All right, guys. Time for you to whip it out. Let's see it. Tyler says 100 million. I mean 40. Wait, I mean 60. That's so funny. Those are some small oversights. That was a short joke. Show me the curves, baby. Are you down and to the left? Up and to the right? Is your P&L arced like a banana? Whip it out. Let's see it. Show me what you got. Today mine was straight up. Down but pointing up. Down but pointing up. That's like what happens when you get kicked by a horse or something. That would be very painful. Straight up Hulk. Everyone that's green in this market is crazy. Right, and guess what? You know what the best part is? I don't have to do anything for the rest of the day. That was a pretty solid move. Now everybody else in the world is gonna be like, well, what's going on? Honestly, this could be this little W shape. Open. This is too tight. This happened too fast. So I'm not like, I think that we're in a liquidity pocket and that we're like this for a while. This is another trap. And then over time, it sort of like builds and builds and builds and we're up. We're gonna probably have a day like this today. Now, again, the opportunity with DD Band, perfect trade. The stats on DD Band are actually pretty good. Oops, let me delete. Just let me leave bull market, bear market. So I'm too lazy to write it again. Oh, wait, I gotta write it again anyways. It's off the damn chart. Yeah. All right, guys, y'all, killer job, friends. Okay. This is bear. This is bull here. This is bear. So this is where the greater market is lost. Everybody, do you guys all remember for boot camp where the greater market the signals are? Pop quiz, hot shots. What are your 3 greater market indicators? Let's type it in chat so y'all remember this. I want to see y'all remember. You know, I'm quoting the movie Speed. Pop quiz, hot shot. DD, MHP, and monthly maps. That's it, right? So purple line is where monthly maps turn bearish. We're in bear territory in monthly maps. That's not great. And the upside today is certainly to test the bear side if it keeps going. So remember, these purples are the upside limit today. You're not usually going to flip all the way bullish on a single day. Any big burp up is to the purple, and that's it. Because usually you're going to test the bear side at minimum, and then it can go one way. I don't know, man. Weird. I saw the buffering circle and it disappeared. Are we back? YouTube trying to stop. Market makers trying to stop it. Okay. All right. I've got somebody let Lance cut my internet cord to shut me up. That is too funny. This is day 4 of me officially not getting a $100 million broker statement after I told the guy I would donate $100,000 to charity if he'd give it to me. I think people don't think I'm not ridiculously wealthy. I think I'm on YouTube and on Twitter, as we learned yesterday, right? With the whole Pat Whelan saga, we learned that the current status quo of being a prop affiliate is that it's okay to be broke and still have a following in trading. I never understood the logic of that. Not throwing shade at anybody, but I mean, this is a bunch of bullshit. I mean, honestly, you need to tell people that you're fucking broke before you start a Discord or start hawking affiliate codes. To me, that's like a little alarming. No, I'm not going to be fucking nice. This is Wall Street. I'm picking on people. Pat's picking on people either. This is Wall Street. It's not a, oh, you want to have a trading business? Okay. Oh, bless your heart. Come on over. Welcome, Arms. Let's all be friends in Circle Jerk. Fuck that noise. If you're broke, you suck. If you're broke, you suck dick at this, and you don't deserve anything. This is a winner's game only. Teaching classes, selling stuff, lying about profits. You don't make money. You don't deserve a damn thing. I'm the kind of person that says you don't deserve it. Oh, you're being mean. Well, fuck off. This is Wall Street. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be nice. I mean, like, whatever. Those who can't do teach. Yeah. So no offense, not the personal, but like seeing somebody go, oh, can I have $1,500? I'm broke sort of thing. I'm like, ooh. And you have like a big following on Twitter. This is what I'm saying. You guys could do your due diligence. You're literally, you could have been like following somebody. Nothing personal. She seemed like a nice person. Not throwing shade. She seemed like a sweetheart. But in the world of business, you can't just be like, you know, well, everyone deserves it. Come on, they're trying. Ain't nothing there. And there's no honor in that. Say no. Let's help each other. We're all opening bakeries. We're all making cookies. It's okay. We're all okay. Now, this is like, you're in charge of people's well-being, and people are trusting their finances to you. If you're fucking broke, you need to tell people. That's it. That's it. All right, we made money today. You know why? Because we listened to Dave.
Hi, my name is Dave, and I caught the dip again.
You shouldn't omit that.
I thought it
you know what I mean? People's livelihoods are depending on that. They eat a cookie that tastes bad. They're gonna eat a cookie that tastes bad. They're gonna lose their fucking life savings because you wanted to make $40 from their prop sales, and you didn't disclose that. It's called fraud. Devil's number is back. Go away. Go away. It's haunting us. That's what it is. He's back. Why? Why? No. It's back. You're broke. It's okay. But wait, again, this is like, you say like Lance and all that, people are like, why is Matt throwing shade? It's like, why are people rocking the boat? What do you mean rocking the boat? It's like, is it, so we're in such a woke world, it's okay that it's don't hurt people's feelings when they're being fraudulent. It's kind of like whatever. Really, tell me about this $100 million. You know, if I made $100 million in a trading year, if I made $20 million a trading year, I tattoo that shit on my forehead and take pictures and put it on Instagram. I'd walk around with that shit taped to my dick. and I'd walk around in underwear, and people would just look at me and be like, holy shit, that's big. And I'd be like, that's right. I'd let my following grow so big. Like, I wouldn't even need to make an ad. Why would I go pay for ads to sell a course? I just walk around in public forum and let people take care of it. See how I made $20 million this year as a day trader? That shit would go viral on its own. I would like have it tattooed like my broker statement on my forehead. I'd sell millions of courses. I would have to go out there and pay ads on Twitter. Why would you diminish yourself and not show that off? I don't understand. Some people are just, customers are like, oh no, it's okay, it's just a private person. Yeah, I would put on t-shirts and just wear it everywhere. But that's just me. So I'm perfectly flat across the board, just chilling.
Hi, I'm Dave.
What kind of tape would I use? Probably dual-sided tape. Is there a reason my charts aren't moving? That's a great question. Oh, I'm disconnected. Well, that'd be why. I guess it was my internet that blipped out for a hot second there. Well, all right. Let's see if let me just refresh. I wasn't even paying attention. It kind of did look like it was sitting still. Did it save the layout? No, it didn't. Okay. Let me see what's going on with the updates. All right. Hold on. I got to set up some. Okay. Hold on 1 second. I got to go. We're moving our test server to a different. We believe that the hardware had a failure. Where's my. Like the actual hardware had a failure. We lost our test server. Kind of sucks. Where's I got we just got a new server set up. No, give me a second. Let me turn some music on for y'all. Wait. No matter what we did to restart or do anything, test server just was not coming back up. We were working at it. We were working on it all night too. The hell was bro looking at the whole time? Just staring at a blank chart, I guess, for the last 20 minutes. Or a chart that wasn't updating. So liquidity pockets taken off to the bull zone. Really nice, really good. This is actually this is actually probably the easiest trading day we've had, huh? Where is the freaking? Oh, I'm at the wrong place. Oh yeah, that's right. Get rid of the devil's number, it's gone. Okay, good. Okay. That's weird. All right. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I'm trying to so yeah, our test server like completely died for whatever it is, and we tried a bunch of stuff and couldn't get it up. We were up all night. I was up at like 4 in the morning. They're like, we did like multiple restart attempts. The dedicated servers didn't come back up. We think that the hardware has probably become faulty. We don't really know. And we reached out to support. We're working with AWS support right now, and so that's put a damper on some of our outputs that we're trying to get out, test data. You hear you want to listen to Matt, but the music is brutal. Hey, so sometimes we got to get the music. We got to get the music going to hype up the market. It's like a tradition here, but I'm not always gonna be playing music. But Oracle stock. Oracle stock. What's going on with Oracle? We have no liquidity map for Oracle for some reason. No data. All right. It works for the server farm too. He's like he's memed himself into becoming like a little mischievous leprechaun. So, all right. So today you guys know the reason. Okay. So back to what I was saying, greater market, right? Being bull or bear. Greater market is when all three DD ratio is less than half. That's bearish right now. We're below the, oh, did I lose my levels? Oh, cool. I have them written there. Sweet. Oh, we really need to get this stuff fixed. Over 700. This is bear zone on monthly map. Bear zone on monthly map. For my calculations, I can double check, make sure I did that right. Because I did it quick. And then MHP. So this is the last thread. Now, bull market, one of the three needs to be bullish for me to still be bull. If one of the three is bullish, again, I'm still a bull. So when all three of them are bearish, it's a bear market. So I don't bet that a bear market spontaneously happens in light of Fed cutting rates, in light of great GDP data and great bullish fundamentals. So because of that, I bought the dip at MHP. Does that make sense, everybody? You're asking like why I did what I did. This was getting 10 steps ahead. Now, whether I'm right or wrong on the bigger move doesn't even matter. I got the scalp, right? We're back to the doubles number. Gosh, man, fucking Illuminati I swear, market makers are like Illuminati. When SPX crashed in 2009, 2008 and 9, that crash, the SPX stopped at 666. And if you don't believe me, let me show you. You guys were around that long ago. The bottom of the market in the financial crisis, again, it's the devil's number, or Nero, or whatever, the mark of the beast, whatever you want to call it. But not really a devil's number. 666 is a lucky number in Chinese. So depends on who you ask. Look at the bottom of my screen right here. Dun 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 dun. 666.67 rounds up. Can I see that? Mark of the beast, man. So when the world was crashing and you were just like being like a memeing shithead and you were like, I'm just gonna long at 666 because, you know, fuck yeah, Satan rules or whatever, you know, and you're just like, that guy's probably a billionaire now, you know what I'm saying? Just because he was a complete weirdo. Elon has such a sense of humor. Yeah, you would think this is like an Elon thing to do, right? So anyways, that was the bottom of the SPX during the last financial 2009 market crash. So that's some trivia for you. Hey, Mike, you dumbass, you fucking won the giveaway yesterday. Your name was pulled 2 times in a row. Where'd you go? Dude, it was so funny. You gotta watch the stream, man. Like, Mike, your name was pulled and then we were like, Mike, everybody's yelling at you. And then I spun it again and then you won again. It was hilarious. And you weren't there the second time, back to back. You literally won 2 times in a row. And so I was like, he'll be here tomorrow. I'll give him at least one. It's a sign. It's a sign that you need that account. The universe is saying this is your time. So, dude, it was so funny. And at that time I was like, okay, normally we would pass it on to the next person, which we did. So I ended up giving away 3 accounts yesterday, like 2 for the people that were here. But then I was like, I'll give you one anyways, because we feel like it's a sign. That's the account that's going to make your dreams come true, I guess. I don't know. The universe is like, he needs this account, Matt. You got to give it to him. So Matt said, hey, did I have some beef with Danny's trades? No, I didn't. I don't have beef with anybody. This is the thing. And I think people mistake the fact that I just talk and intervene, that I have some kind of beef. People come to me as the neutral third party. They know me as like, oh, let's talk to Matt. He's like the smart guy. He'll look at the numbers and tell if it's legit. So people usually come to me with their own beef. You have person A and person B in a dispute, and they're usually like, yeah, let's give it to Matt. Matt is a good arbiter. He'll settle this. And then Matt comes out with the honest outcome because Matt isn't easily fooled, right? Matt will look at data. Matt will chew over broker statements and see if they're true or false. Matt knows every sign on every platform, that it's a paper platform and things are. So I usually just intervene. I'm like, all right, you guys give it to me, right? So Danny, no, when Pat was yelling at Danny for faking his results and whatever, they both, I talked to both of them and I was like, let me straighten it out. Like, here, Danny, you send me your results. I'll look at it. You know, Pat's calling you out. What do you got? I'm talking to both of them and I'm saying, okay, I'll get in the middle. I get in the middle. I try to be in the middle because I'm the person that I don't suck anyone's dick in this industry. I'm a lone wolf. I'm such a Sigma. I don't give a shit what other people think about me. I'm big, I'm great, and I don't care what people think. And I'm smart. So when I put the two together, I'm the perfect judge. Shut up. Don't sell me. Give me the data. I'll look at it and I will make an honest decision. I'm not on your side. I'm not on your side. I'm on nobody's side. So everyone thinks that's kind of cool. So I'm usually like Mr. like data, right? So I normally get in the middle. At that point, you know, it was like, Danny, give me your broker stamps. I got an hour-long call with him. He told me his whole story. I was like, Danny, you just gotta be honest with people. I was like, you photoshopped your results and that's pretty terrible. That's pretty fraudulent. And I was like, look, you got nervous, you fucked up, you know, you're being a kid, you don't want people's impression of you to be bad. So go out there and just be honest, you know, own up. It's the best you can do. Don't, you know, challenge people's intelligence further. Just admit what you did and promise you won't do it again. and then just show that you're a banging trader. He's like, that's the thing, Matt. He's like, I'm such a good trader and I always do well. He's just like, just this one time I didn't. And I just got nervous because I didn't want people to feel bad about me. I'm like, yeah, I get it, dude. I was a fucking kid once too. I understand, but that's a mistake. You can't ever do it again. So be honest and then show people that you're great and they'll forgive you when they see that you're great, but you got to be honest and show them the real results. And that's a fair, right? That's a fair thing to say to somebody in that position. Yeah, you fucked up, but there's redemption. Just go out there and trade for real and show people that you're real. That's really all people care about, and don't lie anymore and yada yada. He's like, yeah. He's like, I'll give you the statements so that you know that they were real. I was like, cool. We never did. So that's it. Supreme Court Justice Matt. So he never sent me his things. So then it just kind of ended there, right? I tend to find out every time I'm kind of caught in the middle of something or ask people for stuff. Nobody sent their stuff. Now in the case of the fraudulent leprechaun over last week, Pat and like 6 other big influencers were calling him out saying he's a fraud. They were saying this Lance guy's an absolute fraud. His stories don't match up. They're all sending pictures back and forth. Look, he claims this here. He claims this here. He said he made 40 million, but then it's 100 million, then it's 60 here. And they're all like quoting his videos. It's like they went through like a week of all of his stuff and pieced it all together and found out his story was different in like 20 different places. I've got piles of evidence of this. Every time he talks on a podcast, that number gets fucking bigger. He's like an old man talking about the fish he caught when he was 15 fucking years old. Okay, that thing is now 60 pounds when it was a 3-pound bass. Okay, so anyways, the evidence is overwhelming that he just makes shit up. It is, and nothing is consistent. The stories he tells, his origin stories, the years are off. Everything is off. It sounds like someone that just has gotten sloppy telling the same story. They kind of just exaggerate it each time, and that it's different here than it's different here. Literally, his story is different and everyone's talking about it. And so I just made one post. Hey guys, I was like, I don't know, I've never seen the statements. Would you like to send them over to me? And somehow he jumps on me like I'm the bad guy. I'm like, I'm the arbiter again. If I showed him what everybody was showing me, they were like, hey Matt, have you seen his broker statements? You're the one that knows all the stuff. You look at stuff. And I'm like, I've actually never seen anything. And I asked him, can you send me your stuff? He's like, I'll send it to you if you send me money. What a pussy. Yeah, here's a challenge. I'm challenging you. I'm like, no, I'm the judge. I'm the judge here. These people, there's other people calling you the fraud. I'm just like, I just asked a simple question. Can I see your broker statements? I always am just like, whatever. I don't care what other people think, but it's important to me that, you know, you get to see what people are actually doing. So that's my whole thing, is like, I was actually just the middleman. People were like, are you throwing shade? I'm like, that's the funny part. My post was just like, hey, I've never seen the broker statements. Has anybody else seen them? Can you post them here? That's really all I said. I said I went through 2 years of his Twitter data, which I did. That's like 20 minutes of my life I'll never get back. I mean, there's not a single picture of a single trade. And so I was like, there's no picture of any trades. There's no broker statements, anything posted. The only thing there is a website that says he made, or his firm made $10 million, or the $10 million club 2 years in a row, a decade ago. Which, whether he made that, or the prop made that, or they leveraged, you know, prop firms you leverage. So maybe he made 5 million after they took their cut, and after taxes, he made 3. So he made like 6 million bucks 10 years ago. Hasn't traded since. That's what everybody's saying. Now he's out of money and he's selling the course because he's out of money. Easy to spend 6 million bucks in 10 years. So it's a very logical explanation. Everyone can have a good year or two, make a big fortune, and you get lucky jumping on a bull market, letting it ride some leverage. But then you solidify yourself as a legend forever. Leverage, like, what is he doing now? Like, what's his status now? And I was like, I'll ask. I'll just post on Twitter. I'll get 100,000 people see this post, because my posts get that big sometimes. And anybody comes forward with the proof, then that'll settle it for you guys. And they're like, okay, yeah. And all he did was turn on the judge. That made him look so bad. People were like, why are you picking on Matt? He's just asking if you got the data. He's like in the middle. Matt the arbiter. So that's what happens. But then I don't care, because, you know, I stand on results. You can watch it every day. I don't really care what people think. So, but for me, truth is important. Ask the right questions. Be a good role model for you guys. Y'all can ask these tools the same thing, and they'll try to bully you into being quiet. That's where you can stand up and say, no, you're not going to bully me. Show me, or I'm going to put it in my wallet. Anyways, no, I didn't have beef with Danny. I don't really have beef with anybody. The only person I really actually beefed with is just calling Tori's method stupid, but I was just having a funny day. And really, that's not even beef. I just mentioned the trend line thing in a joking sense. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. But, and then people would say like, Matt, why are you rocking the boat? Well, we learned yesterday that one of the loudest mouths on Twitter in the prop space is actually broke. Really nice person. No beef with that. Again, and when you say these things, there's no beef. I'm just a news reporter at this point. And then you find out, what if you find out the person you've been following all along is actually dirt broke? How would you feel? How would you guys feel, right? Because you didn't ask. COVID has created, because the only reason I'm like this, because I've been here since 2016 on YouTube. I've seen the influencer wave turn like this after COVID. After COVID, there's like a million new faces that I've never seen before, and they all got big followings. They all got a Discord for sale, and somehow people became gullible. I think it's because everybody just got thrown into day trading during COVID. They're all laid off and got nothing to do. They're going to try to get trading, like as part of their next money-making scheme. And so there's a million laid off people trying to get into trading. They just picked something that sounded cool. For some reason, people were very rigid about vetting their influencers. As a matter of fact, if you trade on YouTube and you didn't show your statement, people assume you're a paper trader, and you got shit on. Before the prop space, now everybody's paper trading. It's cool now, apparently. But before the prop space got big, if you weren't trading a real account, you were made fun of heavily. You got crucified. It was a witch hunt. They loved finding paper traders and calling them out, and then Twitter went nuts. This person's a paper trader. Now, if you call everybody a paper trader, people go, "Oh yeah, I know. You see all these results on my screen? This is sim funded. This is paper trading as well. Like I get payouts from it, but these are sim accounts. Everyone's doing it. So now it's like it's a different world we live in. Tradeify straight to funded is a sim account that pays me. Funded next. Every prop account, all of you guys, everyone's sim trading now. All of y'all are sim trading if you're in prop firms. So now it's a different world. So it's kind of like people got lazy on vetting what's real and what's not. What's my opinion on this ranging moves back up to reclaim lows? No, I drew it earlier. Let me redraw it. This is where the bull market is kind of like hanging out. And it's going to like probably do this today. Let me draw it better. I think we're there at the end of the day. What's stronger, MHP or DD? Technically speaking, under most conditions, we consider MHP being the strongest of our pivots, but MHP and DD are relatively tied as far as their probability goes. Ideal conditions, this is about 90%, this is about 90%. So they're roughly similar to each other. Now, in our Discord, if you ever want to answer that question, you can actually go down to... I'll teach you guys why some of the stuff I did too. Let's go over some lessons. If you go to the summary, you go here and you go to summary in the Discord under training courses summary, they're ranked by most important. And you can see that DD band, well, actually DD band is ranked slightly higher than MHP. They're considered equal though, because they're both similar probabilities. But as you see, DD band and MHP are right at the same spot on the outside of the band. On the break side, these are the breaks. So if you break DD band or break MHP, these are initial checks, a rational side. On the bounce side, like as far as like structure point, MHP is here and DD inside the band is there. So on the break side, they're both considered like similar weight for a rational. This isn't what you're on like the hold side. On the probability that they both hold, as you see, MHP is ranked higher than DD ratio. And that's simply because MHP is considered 90 under ideal conditions, and this is considered 92 and 96 under non-ideal conditions. But the idea is that DD band is not a greater market pivot with greater weight. MHP is a greater market pivot. So greater market is the DD ratio, MHP, and monthly maps. So because it's it's like a structure point that says is the market bullish or bearish. We give it a little bit more weight, apart from inside the band basically being like a just like today's bearish or whatever. So in reality, like the positioning of these, they're really, it's kind of like I'm kind of splitting hairs. They're really considered to be equal strength for the most part. On the break side, they're right next to each other. So the 4 initial checks are the most important things you look for. The like volatility runaway index catalysts are like automatic sit out rules. Outside the DD band, automatic trade small, MHP break, automatic trade small. And then when you're doing your bounce points, bouncing on MHP, it's considered the purest form of market sentiment. Bull structure holds most of the time. And then this. And I think when we rank this lower here, it's also that when the DD ratio is less than half, under all conditions, right, 88% of days will close in between the 2 green bands. And under ideal conditions, 90% of days will hold off of there. So downside break is 8%. Let me draw the probabilities here. So today, 90% chance we close above orange and 10% chance we close below orange. Here, 8% chance we close below green, 92% chance we close above green. This is under ideal conditions. Ideal conditions means that this is greater than 0, which it is, check. So ideal flags today. This is all conditions, no matter what the ratio is. This is 92% under worst case conditions. So the probability of breaking this is really small, which is why I longed. This is all from the boot camp, you guys. The probabilities are all part of that. Yeah. Did I get my CQG data? My subscription, I get it from AMP the broker. Chat. So I get that from AMP. You passed some funding ticks accounts 2 hours ago and they already issued you funded accounts. They're pretty quick, right? How would I trade one account, for example, a 25K rapid? I would trade strong pivots only. I would trade, you know, DD bands and MHPs, and I would trade liquidity pockets. Right now, if we do press through and support at bull zone, bull bear bull is a to close the gap positive res. We might actually get a gap fill. So anything in here, I'm ready. I'm willing to probably take a second long on in some of these accounts. I think on liquidity pocket, I'll probably take this trade all day if I could. So any bounce here, I'll probably start taking longs at the open with positive res, which is good. I might actually do that right now, actually. Is Apex a one-day pass? I think Apex is still a one-day pass, yeah. $50 to $25. Oh, a little 30-point drop candle there. Let's grab some NASDAQ. All right, let me try that. Liquidity pocket. Let's get ready for it. Edge pressure support. Let me do it. So on liquidity pocket, I'm going to try to trade one more time with everything looking as good as it is, just to get a runner. Let me get that clean little dip right there. I'll do a couple of S&P, a couple of NASDAQ and mostly S&P. Just hold on, wait, which account is this? Oh, I didn't want to get 3. What the hell? I just double clicked that on accident. To grab 2 as a runner. Okay, so that one is, this account is the one that's up 870 bucks. We'll let a new runner ride for this. Inside of here, bottom pocket, I wanted to grab 2 here. But man, 668. I'm a horrible entry. Look at me being such a shitty trader here. Let me get back down to 1. I want 2 from that dip. That was so bad. Don't listen to me, y'all. That's also inefficiencies coming from like managing multiple prop accounts and stuff. You can't just like, I mean, if I was copy trading, I can get in more exact, but I'm like constantly trying to this account, that account, changing the menu, getting in and out different accounts. I'm trying to like, hey, which one is this? It definitely slows me down on my entries. So my goal that I'm going for is to try to get a 100K payout with Fund to Next before I, like my next payout is to ask them for 100K in a single payout just to like brag about it. But I think I have to get 120K to be their biggest payout they've had in one account or one payout request for futures. Cause they posted the other day about somebody that got 120 or 100K payout. So I'm like, well, that was my goal. Now I'm like, well, shit, now I got to get a 120K. Okay, grab some ES, some runners here. On that dip, I got in like 3 contracts ES and I got in some NASDAQ. So I'm just kind of scalping it, building little by little. We need the music. All right. What a great day, man. Again, and the reason y'all understand the reason why I did bet bull was because with such great fundamentals, why would we go into a bear market? Does that make sense? Why my justification was? Since the edge of greater bear market was that S&P monthly hedge pressure, do you all understand why I'm grabbing the dip there today? Does this make sense, friends who've gone through the boot camp? When I try to teach you to be 10 steps ahead of thinking about news and stuff, motivations, why would Wall Street thrust into a bear market would be a month of sell-off, like crashing market in the middle of such strong fundamentals? You don't fight the Fed. That's the edge of it. Take profit, 67.08. I'm just going to hold runners the whole way up. 30 points, 40 points from here. If I'm so good at trading, why don't I just do SPX options and make a real 50K a day? Because options trading is hard. So I trade on my phone a real futures account. That's also what I do, and I do not dissimilar to what you think, except it's in futures. Options are harder. Options are riskier. They have more complexities, and day trading options is nowhere near. Well, I guess SPX options are taxed better, but options are harder. Like the SPX options I recently learned are taxed. Aren't they taxed like futures, right? Not the... They are taxed like futures, I forgot. Yeah, CBOE stuff is. Their options are just harder. They're not as straightforward because you have the Greeks to change the value of it. It doesn't matter what you're trading. You can lever up 50K a day, 50K a day in any instrument, really. You can lever up a lot faster in futures than you can with options. But at least with futures, you don't have, theta decay to take your position to zero when you're wrong. With 0 days, you're absolutely gambling. You lose it all if you're wrong. If I buy, example, if I were to buy 20 S&P mini contracts at $500 leverage, because I get $500 per contract, I buy 20, right? That's $10,000 of buying power. That's it. You can buy me 20 contracts. The S&P moves up 10 points. That's $500 per contract times 20 is $10,000 of profit just on 10 points. Right? So with $10,000, I can make $10,000 on a move that's that big. That's it. That you can lever up in futures the same way with very little money. So the problem is that if the S&P goes nowhere or even goes up a little bit, I still made some money. If my strike was there, I lost everything because it didn't go in the money. So options have the added complexity for me to try to get, 200, 300, 400% gain on a trade, or even 1,000% gain. Right? The average move of the S&P is roughly a risk interval, right? So we're going to talk about 50 points a day, give or take. So the average S&P move per day, 50 points, and this is every 10, is on average, if I get the trade right or wrong, I can make up or down $50,000, which is 10,000 of leverage, which is equal to 500%. So when options, people are like, look, I got 100%, 200% gain, whatever. In futures, I can lever 500% off of 10,000 to make 50,000, which is 10,000 investment at $500 contracts. So it's going to be essentially the same leverage, just without the Greeks. And that's why I went to futures to begin with, because it has all the same benefits what you can get with options, just without the complexity of striking out of the money, especially on 0 day. Any drawdown will kill your theta, right? Also, any choppiness like this, as you get close to the end of the day, your theta will decay very significantly, right? So I say in general, somebody said selling 0 DTE puts or credit spreads is really the right way to go. You guys are so fucking smart. I was about to say that, and then I read chat and you guys are already saying it. The best way to trade 0 day options is to long the market and sell, put credit spreads below MHP and below bear zone top on monthly maps. You want to talk about a way to make money with 0 days. Sell or buy put spreads where you're a net premium positive, so you are in a credit spread and you're collecting credit on the support that MHP holds 90% of the time, and sell 0 days on that. Does that make sense? Not day trade the options. Be on the other side. Collect the theta on those 0 days from the idiots that trade them. Like every day. Market falls to there. Selling put side premium is the highest. So I can buy puts right underneath it. I could sell puts a little bit lower. If the market breaks, they're certainly going to strike in the money. The only time I lose on that trade is if I close inside of there, which if you break MHP, it's dead. The puts that this way, you're actually, I'm sorry. You win if it lands in there. The other side of the trade, if you sell puts there and buy puts there, you lose inside the box. Here that you win, and if it's established as a credit, you win everything above here. So depending on how you structure it, whatever you want to do. For some people, they'll buy puts here and sell puts that are out of the money. So assume that the market holds here, and if you break MHP, this starts protecting you. And if it falls far enough, you start losing here. But this secures that as a fixed credit, no matter what, because you have the difference between the two. But the idea is that if 10% of the time market breaks and 90% of the time market doesn't, right when you get here, when the premium's the highest on puts, is where you sell whatever puts you're going to buy, whether they're here or there, whichever way you orient the spread. You're betting that market just doesn't end up here. And if it does, you have a fixed loss. And then you sell that, or you collect that premium against you longing the market. Does that make sense? So you're longing the market on the bull side, and you got insurance. And actually, you can actually do anything. Actually, you don't have to hedge with that. You can just do that as a day trade. Bet that it doesn't. And if it does, you get a fixed credit. If it breaks, and then you take. Actually, you could hedge your long side. Sorry, I'm wrong. If you're longing the market every time of that 90%, and the one time it breaks, you can structure yourself. You lose the trade. And if it doesn't, you can collect money. You can do it a million different ways. So you can long the market and just sell puts in general below MHP. Buy puts below MHP. So that's a hedge. Long here, buy puts. You can, as a long trade, sell puts in the form of a credit spread. Collect a credit, just bet doesn't hang in there. So I'm so tired, I'm jumbling up things. So the hedging would be, you would buy puts below MHP 0 day as insurance in case the market does crash. And those 0 days will rapidly gain thousands of % in value on the time it does crash to hedge against whatever loss you take buying futures or whatever at MHP. Or in general, you can just sell the 0 days below you in the form of like sell naked puts if you want to truly gamble on 0 days, or you can just initiate a credit spread. So you collect credit every time it doesn't break MHP, and you basically pocket theta. That's what most people do. So, oh hell yeah, here we are. We're now where I wanted to be there. Did I go for it? EST, baby. All right, let's start adding. Let's go. We double down here at the bottom of the pocket. Gonna ride, gonna let it ride. Yeah. But buying options is something I just realized that, like, on the day trade sense, I'm just not that good at it. Like, I'm good at swing trading with options because I can understand the principles. I'd be better at selling options below MHP, or I could buy 0 days at MHP. But like, the better probability is that you're not trying to bet on a direction rather than you're betting on something just not happening by the end of the day. MHP's probability is 90% of days. Under this condition of that greater than 0, you close above it. So under that stat, it doesn't matter if you go up, sideways, leftways. Closing above it is all I want to do. Then I would sell puts against it below on the other side. Does that make sense? That's kind of how I would use options in general. So that selling puts would be longing the market. And if I want to be a little bit sort of, instead of just selling naked, I could also buy puts somewhere else to have a spread. It's a credit spread, then I collect premium every day. 90% of days I just collect money, 10% of days I don't. But if it's in the form of a spread, it's collecting small money, and then the one day that it does break and die, this loss becomes fixed because you have puts to go against the puts you sold. So you can set up a let's not break MHP premium making machine that makes just a little bit of income in a bull market. And people sometimes will do that as they're shorting the market and the market continues to go up. They'll use that sort of mentality to collect premium to hedge off a short position. So like the act of selling a put spread below MHP is basically betting bullish. You're betting the market floats. And if you're short and you want the market to die out, a lot of people will like pretend you're a hedge fund, you're shorting the market. A lot of people will like basically when markets continue to go up and VIX is continuously going down, they'll sell VIX calls in the same light. Basically, like if VIX doesn't go up, if VIX goes up, then the market's crashing, your short's paying out. If VIX doesn't go up, it's a perpetual decay. You're just collecting premium by selling call credit spreads VIX. So people utilize like that kind of mentality in multiple places. Ooh, look at this little V-shapey shape here. Sorry, I'm trying to get in on some tasty treats on Bear Zone Top. How dare you, market? What you doing to us today? I personally always found day trading options to be the hardest thing a trader can do. And even this long into the game, it's not something I would say that I'm proficient in. And I think in general, the added complexity of the Greeks just makes options just a hard product to day trade. Because you not only options are, you have to get, it's not just direction, right? Options, you have to get to a place at a point in time and it has to get there a certain way. So it's the speed it gets there, it's how it gets there, and it's where it goes. You're betting on three things at once. So time, volatility, and direction. Whereas straight day trading futures, you're just betting on direction. Time is not a factor. You don't have a decay in your position. So options have the added complexity with no additional bonus. And if you're day trading stocks, or stock options, then you're paying horrible taxes on top of that. So harder thing, higher taxes. It makes no sense to be day trading options unless you just hate making money, because there's no additional leveraging power or something that options give you that futures can't. Now, SPX and VIX options and CBOE options are taxed like futures, which is good, but they still have the added complexity of like Greeks and shit. So I would say if you are day trading options, stick to the index products, because you're going to have, you know, tit for tat, with the same added complexity of you know, options. At least you're taxed better. So that's kind of the oh, crazy green candle. Let's go, baby. That's a great great thought. But futures are easy relative to options. And so in all cases, a day trader trading SP product, futures is the best way to go. That's the way I feel. Yeah, it doesn't mean you can't trade them and make money. And for me as a statistical trader, remember, I'm an odds-based trader. The benefit I get while trading is stacking odds on top of odds. So my strategy requires me to take all my edges and stack them together. So when I put them side by side, there's no reason for me to switch, because there's no added gain going back to the equities world and trading CBOE options. All it does is it makes my trading slightly harder. And that's why. But you can make money off it. I'm not saying you can't. But the best way to make money off of 0 days is to sell and collect premium. Let all the idiots that get it wrong pay you. Sell premium below strong pivots that don't break. You guys understand what I mean when I say collect premium, right? You guys follow what I'm saying? So when you buy an option, you make money if it strikes in the money. So if I bought, an example is, if I bought a put below MHP that expired today, if price gets below MHP, it doesn't matter how it gets there or when it gets there. If as long as it gets there before the end of the day when this expires, then my profit goes up. If at any point it doesn't, then I lose everything, right? So even if the market falls to there, I lost everything by buying a put. However, if I shorted futures, I made a ton of money. Put means I got to get exactly there by the end of the day. So you can see there's a difference in complexity. Sometimes if you don't make it all the way, you lose everything on 0 days. So when you buy the option, then you make money if it goes in that direction. So I think positive put is where I buy the option. But if I sell the option on the other side of the trade, if I buy the put, I win if we're below here, I lose if we're above there. If I sell the put, it's the opposite. The person that bought the put for me wins down here, which means I lose. And the person that bought the put for me loses, and I win if it doesn't go in the money. So as we know, the probability of hedge pressure holding is 90%, 10%, right? Under ideal conditions. So the answer is, in all conditions, what happens if the market falls to here, or falls to here, or falls to here and bounces? As long as it doesn't break, if I sold a put, I'm the winner. Because I'm betting that it doesn't break. And the 90%, 10% probability is 90% chance it doesn't break by the end of the day. That's where the probability is. It's not just chance of bounce. Holy shit, I'm not even paying attention to my trades. My Nasdaqs are taking off. Well, hell yeah. Damn, just another trading day like yesterday. Jeez Louise, guys. Princeton, there's 2,000 bucks on that trade. Yeah, all right. All right, should I call it a day, or should I just like hold some runners? What should I do? Honestly, I'm super pumped. This has been one hell of a day. We just take some runners there. My S&P was just like to be one more trade to go. That was fun. Raz is negative though in S&P, so that's not really the best. Do I even have to do anything from here? Actually, let me just take profit again. I'm fucking over trading at this point. I know it's probably gonna run, but I don't care. I don't care. I'm flat again. Try one more time at this pocket here. Red just got a bump. That's nice. I will take it. Res is up. We're at pocket. Alright. wait time a little bit? Yeah. Give me a second. I'll be back in just a little bit. Guys, oh, I noticed. I left this on here. This was explaining selling options. This is not the direction. My bad. Totally my bad on that. I saw that. You guys are saying that in chat. Sorry about that. That was explaining that selling and buying puts. That isn't the direction I'm saying. The direction I'm saying is I'm taking LP to there. We break through that. We got sandwich trade from here to there. Got trade number 2, trade number 1. That's what I'm looking for. I'm reading chat. We got fucking Sherlock Holmes in here. Look at this. I love when somebody finally realizes they got a couple extra IQ points. Somebody goes, so funded accounts are simulators and all the prop firms. People just get paid from revenue. That's wild. And the same person goes, that's why there's so many prop firm streamers. They need you fools to keep buying accounts. They actually get paid on simulated trades. Guys, Sherlock Holmes in here solved the puzzle that everybody fucking knows the answer to. Smart guy. Finally on the same page as all of us. He might have trophies lying around to give to him. Cause I'm fresh out. I gave the last one to Lance. Oh, you're so smart. You figured it out, huh? He figured. Guys, he solved it. We none of us knew that. Dang. Guy was digging around his pockets this morning, found a couple extra IQ points, and was like, I think it had something. Oh my god. The trophy is taller than Lance. They just did a full body cast mold of Lance and put it on top of the trophy, and that's it. Guy figured it out. The casino makes money off of losing gamblers too. Bro, you should write books. With intellect like that, people need to hear your voice. Why are you not writing books? These insights of yours are by far. Tell us something else we don't know. Banks collect interest on credit cards. This is a scam. I figured it out. They've been scamming all of us. Don't get me started with mortgages, all right? I'm a comedian. I stand on stage. You got it. The crowd gives you source material as a comedian. You guys know the drill. Sir, what do you do for a living? I go on YouTube streams and I point out the obvious. That's great. Did you start doing that when they laid you off from the factory you swept the floors at? See, I would be so good at comedy. I'm so witted, man. I'd be a great sword fighter, swashbuckling pirate, dude. I can toss wit like nothing, you know, like slightly Rocky Matt. Everybody tells me every impression I ever do sounds like Sylvester Stallone. Is this true? So I'm just a comedian, like at a comedy show. Like it's just, I got to heckle the audience for laughs as part of it. Well, the guys in here calling all you guys foolish for playing props because the props are making money off the losing traders. Wow. You know, like, that's crazy. I'm just messing with him. He's probably a nice guy behind that burner account. I'm on the, yeah, I'm aiming for Jimmy Kimmel's spot in late night TV. Sir, what do you do for a living? Come on, that's it. Look, and we have 24/701. It's the Bear Zone top on monthly maps. Oh fuck yeah, my trade is doing good. I guess it was looking pretty bad for a minute there, but I still held on because I got balls of steel. EST every single time. Looking for my honest opinion. Know you represent MFFU, so no hate. You trust your opinion. Know you can make sense of this. Been tuning in the Aza Shesh with Steven since day one. Like to assume the drawings are nearly random. Keep in mind to get like 500 views. How do I see the same people? For instance, a viewer maritime trades has won 4 more times the odds. You talking about the giveaways? So let me tell you guys, let me start by telling you the prop partners that I have. The only partiality that I have is between them and the people that aren't partners. So I tend to side in favor of the partner circle, the names at the top, versus people out of the partner circle. But in between the partner circle, I don't shill for nobody. I'll tell you my honest opinion equally. I'm not trying to push you one way or the other. They all pay me, so it doesn't matter. So I'll give you, so now you know my incentives are honest between them. So comparing my funded with all the other ones, don't think I'm going to bad for my funded against anyone else on the list. The giveaways there suck ass. That's the honest opinion. Doubles numbers, stop hanging out 666. They're great. I love that they do it, but the way that they do it just sucks. And it's not their fault, it's because YouTube sucks. It's really hard to do a YouTube giveaway. YouTube is built very poorly. Like, it's not designed to interact with an audience very well. I think they, and if it's the form giveaway, it's completely fair. It should be. Now, again, I don't know how they choose the winners from the form. I don't see it. I don't know it, but I don't think they're like rigging the system or anything. The goal of, and then again, I teach you guys the math, like the goal of them, Keith, imagine this. Pretend that you guys are a bunch of degenerate gamblers. Like, the goal of a prop firm is to be that shady guy with the trench coat in the alleyway that they warned you about in 4th grade at Dare, the one that gives out free drugs, which we know is not the case. That would have been great, though, in college. You guys remember? Be careful of people handing you drugs. We all had Dare when you're in in middle school, right? Or like elementary school. They always painted a picture of the guy that's gonna be like, hey, kids, you want some crack rock? That guy doesn't exist, right? Like, it would have been great to know him in college. But anyways, so the idea is that they're trying to be the guy in the trench coat handing out your first crack rock. So their idea is to spread out as much as possible, not to give away an account. So in their best interest, people gaming the system they want to get rid of. Every new person that gets a free account is in the system. Therefore, they're likely to buy more. So in general consensus, mathematical solution to this of all, consensus of all opportunity or possibilities, that it's less likely that anybody would be favoring giving somebody like the firm is literally gaming the system for one winner. They would love to hand out a free cigarette to each one of you guys, and then 5% of y'all get addicted to it. You see what I'm saying? You do the math of that. So it's the way the casino gives out free drinks and stuff like that. It's the giveaway principle is to bring people to product. So you wouldn't just want that to happen. As a matter of fact, if they notice somebody who's gaming the system, they're very strict about, we got to ban this person. And that is pretty common. And they tell us, if you notice people are gaming your giveaway system, let us know, we'll ban them. We don't want people stealing from the opportunity. Every free account they give out, you guys get hooked on it. That's the point. You just cleaned off your trench coat. Pat, were you the guy that Dare warned us about? You know what I'm saying? Where was that guy when I was in college? Man, I had to deliver pizza to get have some extra money to buy the drugs I needed. Come on now. Where was the guy? Where was the, hey kid, want some heroin? Come on. Like, Nancy Reagan told us he was out there. Be afraid. Hey kid, you look like you need some black tar heroin. Got a minute? Sure thing, mister. Really? Ain't giving away no free drugs. That shit's expensive. Sold all the crack in one. Yeah, so I would say that it's just luck. It's a weird, if somebody's won like 3 or 4 times and you haven't won, that's just the randomness of whatever. Now, there could be negligence, like they're just grabbing the first 10 names on the sheet or whatever. That's the only way. Laziness could be an effect, and that guy's just always first. But I think that they're probably just plugging the numbers in chat GPT and just seeing who pull 10 random names or something. He was out there, but I had good parents, I guess. Yeah, that's probably it. Look, when I was like 12 years old, I found where my dad kept his weed, okay? You know, you put a little oregano in there, he wouldn't know any of it was missing. You know what I mean? If he did it too much, he would know, but just a little bit. I would totally like, you know, replace my dad's cocaine with, no, I'm just kidding. My dad didn't have cocaine. But no, I had really good parents, by the way. Very smart, very intellectual parents. My mom didn't do anything. My dad didn't really smoke a lot either. Just he had a stash. But everybody from the 60s had a stash for sure. So 70% of these likes are not in the circle? What do you mean? Oh, we gotta do giveaway in a little bit. Oh, I gotta take some profit, I guess. I'll take some profit here. Damn, dude. What a great day. I want to just take profit. Why not? Take profit. Why not? All right, I'm probably going to take profit. Let's just close everything out. I think I'm done for the day. What a killer fucking day. Oh, I love when I crush it. All right. I'm out. That's the Bear Zone top of monthlies. There you have it, folks. Look how pretty it is with all those twos. Well, the giveaway time. All right.
Hi, my name is Dave,
And I bought the dip.
I thought it was the low. It was just
But it's just another wick.
another wick. Saw it on the 5-minute heart skipped a beat.
Oh, the little hammer looked kind of neat.
No confirmation, no real bias,
But I hit the log.
red in the face. Saw it was thin, tape was slow, but
But something inside said, bro, let's go. 20 handles later, it dumped on me. Should've waited for the MHP.
Welcome to Knife Catchers Anonymous. We buy the blood and pray it's bottomish.
You in, I'm in, you sure too late. Oh God, accounts liquidated.
Almost strong, my hands are weak.
I'm practicing for Broadway.
You're very distracting. What's going on? I'm trying to assess my assessment. Are you having a party?
Until it's wrong.
I had dreams of six-figure P&L.
All right, let's give away some, you want to do some more Futures Desk accounts. I love these guys. And hold on, you want to hang out and dance with us? So let's give away $200 credits of Futures Desk. I've been having some fun doing that.
Discord said volumes legit.
I even saw Divergence, bro, I swear.
Came the liquidation ping. Stabbed again by the
Mother Market's blade.
low. Another fate, support is fake. My will is thin, but this next one's gotta win.
Look how much money I made. I could probably hire Walk the Moon for the wedding now. I'm gonna ask him if,
Is that real? Am I seeing double? Because I see a bunch of twos, so am I seeing double?
I'm gonna convince the band to get back together just so they can pay for the wedding.
The wedding?
I'll give them $100,000. Do you think that'll get a band back together? Hey, what's the going rate of getting a band on hiatus that was like popular 10 years ago to come back and play your wedding? 100K? If you were in a band, what should I offer to not insult them?
How do I get a famous DJ?
Like, I went to
Get Ghost to sing for Eder.
the Ghost. Zed does house parties.
Does?
Yeah, he was at the Winklevoss Mansion at the Bitcoin Miami in 2022, the one I went to, and Blonde Broker and a couple other people I knew got in that party. And Zed was like spinning in the living room, and
That's cool.
they said that like nobody was even paying attention because it was all a bunch of rich billionaires, you know, the Winklevoss twins and stuff.
Yeah.
So these guys were like just all having cocktails and being old rich boomers, and Zed's like, you know, like sitting there and
I have
playing.
no idea how famous this guy is.
Playing bangers, and like the 2 Gen Z kids there were like dancing in the living room.
2 Gen Z.
Like no one else knew how great that was. So she had videos of like, you know, being like a foot in front of Zed in an empty room. Like that's a billionaire party, you know. Like nobody's gawking over the famous DJ.
That'll be fun.
That'd be great. Welcome to Knife Catchers Anonymous. Thanks for avocado toast. You want some? Guys, type in TFD. Mm-hmm. No, I should just rip off pieces with my hands. Mr. TFT, please, I need an account. Oh, it's so funny. Now the question is, trade 2 the sandwich. What do we think? TFT is a prop firm that does straight to live. So basically, there's no sim funded step. You go straight to live. If you pass the revals, you get a live account. Very cool. We have a code with them too. Rocket Scooter is a code. All right, I'm gonna spin the wheel in a second. All right, guys. Do you need pounds for life? No, I don't think so. Give away 2 $200 credits with these guys. Oh, I go harder at LP. You other traders PP. IBP. That's gotta be the most genius lyrics I've ever heard in a song. I would spark a blunt, but I got high BP. All right. Insane Child. Oh, the battery must be dying on this thing. That was very, like, anticlimactic. It's sort of just, like, limped out of there. Let me tell you guys, by the way, why we do these giveaways, supporting some of our prop partners. Let me tell you some deals that are going on right now. Elite Trader Funding. Huge, 90% off sale. Doesn't happen all the time. You guys like those trailing drawdown type accounts? That's their one step. Very similar to Apex. You guys are curious. Y'all used to use Apex or whatever. It's very, very much on point. 90% off. They also have their diamond hands, which is their swing trading, which is kind of unique to the prop space. Not anybody has a swing trading one. And their end of the day drawdown, which is very similar to Tradeify Growth, 500 futures, etc. It's in that category. 90% off there, which is really cool. 500 futures still running $199 resets on core funded, so you can reset your funded account if you blow it. Funded Next now brought no DLL back to the table. Permanently, it's no longer a sale thing. By popular demand, it's permanent feature on their uncapped legacy accounts. And Legacy just got a 50% price reduction permanently, which is crazy. They used to be like 400 something bucks. And now they're 200 bucks for the bigger legacies. TBT is 40% off. Standard fare, we've had that for a while. 30% off of Tradeify, it's great. Tradeify, I'm trading on the screen. Elite Trader Funding, I have a live account with them. I can get a payout every single day. It's fantastic. They're growing fast in our community. People really love them. So that 90% off sale this time, usually when I load up on accounts, even if I use a bunch of props, I usually would use the sales to gauge when it's a good time to get the value, you know. So I always let you know which sales are going around, which is good. Futures Desk, which is what this giveaway is for. You guys will get $200 credits. You can actually build what kind of account you want. They've got static and end of the day, and you can, there's a little slider. You can choose which account parameters you want. You can make it 5 days of payout, 8 days of payout, and if you move the sliders around, the price changes. So you can build your own prop account, which is kind of cool. All right, the two of you guys that won, Only Shiva and Sane Child, congratulations. We're giving away two of those today. $200 credits. You guys know the drill. You go to my Discord, and the link is in the description below. You go to the contest channel, talk to an admin named Slacks, he'll hook you up. To get ahead of what he's going to ask you, have an account with Futures Desk already. He's going to give you instructions on how to claim your account. Take a screenshot of your YouTube ID. That way we know that it's you inside Discord. Send them that screenshot and let them know the email that you signed up for them with, and that's good. We've got a bunch of Take Profit accounts to give away. We've got a bunch of Tradeify straight to funded accounts to give away, and a bunch of growths still. We're going to have Elite Trader Funding is going to come on Friday, as they always do, and have an event. So Friday is always such a fun thing. We get direct to funded accounts to go straight to funded, which is very cool. We love our friends over at ETF. Did you just win? You just stepped out? Of course, man. You won. We were giving away a free mansion and a Lambo. But since you stepped out, I had to, you know, we had to sell it and give the money away to needy children. I'm trying to win for 1,000 years. It's going to take a little bit longer than that. All right, guys, what a fantastic trading day. Of all the trading days we've had, this has been the simplest trading day I've had in months. It's been slightly scary with this, but, you know, I left and I didn't even put a fucking stop in. That's how confident I was in it. Looks like we made some money there. Fun, easy peasy. So if trade number 2 takes off, which is bull zone support at 66.71, which I'm not really sure that it does. This could be trade number 2 on the sandwich. Remember, the S&P still is way in the bear zone down in here. Nasdaq's bear zone is very much more conservatively placed at 24,701. So S&P is still deep into bear territory on monthly maps. Yeah, I wouldn't like not keep your eye on Futures Desk. They're solid. 0 people have ever said anything bad about them. I met the guys plenty of times that work there. When I discovered them, you know, we're not like officially partners with them or anything. We're not on the payroll, nothing. We just like them because they remind me of me. They're like, yeah, we wanted to build something unique and different. I know everybody says that. But I was actually like looking at their website. Their website was so clean, and their value prop was so different. Like, hey, you know, choose what account you want and build it yourself. Kind of like the freaking which or the Chipotle of prop accounts, you know, like you're like, yeah, I'd like DLL please, and I'd like 5 days to pay out please, and then it just prices it for you. I thought that was pretty novel and cool. And they found out they had a straight to live, which is getting ahead of what the industry is likely going to end up doing. The sim funded step is the part where regulators may eventually change, where sim funded payouts go away, as regulators could easily axe that. So therefore every prop firm will have to just go straight to live, which is what an actual prop firm is, straight to live with no sim funded step. So they're already built for the future. You guys understand, their model is built to survive regulation change, because it's just a real prop firm at that point. Sim funded's the legal gray area where regulators may say, nope, party's over, you guys, you can't give out sim payouts. And then the prop industry becomes to a place where you make money in the eval, and then they put the money into a live account, and then you share that capital, and then you trade a live account, get paid that way, which is what a real prop firm is. But anyways, everybody that's ever used them said they love them. So you guys enjoy the $200 credits. You can build your accounts out of it. All the people we work with, people generally say they love. Like we make sure that, you know, we only work with like quality, reputable places. And they're, you know, when you go straight to live, you can tell their business model isn't just to do the whole affiliate, you know, get people baited with payout sort of thing. Their model is literally, we want to find good traders to kick them live, which is kind of cool. Hey, Jamie, thank you so much. Jamie decided to donate 4 boot camp or 1 boot camp to the community, and I'll donate 3 on top of that to make it 4. Sweet. Thank you, Jamie. Really appreciate that. I love how the tradition keeps going where you guys are donating boot camps to each other. That just warms my heart. You guys have had so much value from our, let's type in the word boot camp. If you guys have never taken our boot camp before, it starts in 2 Mondays. Your chance to enter, I'll donate $60 so that you guys can go to the boot camp for your first month for free. I should replace Apex with Futures Desk. I'm going to meet with the Futures Desk guys this week and chat with them and see if we can't work a little bit more. But like I said, we've got, you know, we only do 6. I kind of like committed to only doing 6 so I can keep the circle small. So I'm very picky about that slot. Yeah. The Apex slot is going away. So we work with only the best firms out there, you know, ETF, Tradeify, MyFunded, TPT. And I'd love to bring Futures Desk onto the roster, because it's unique, right? For me, I think the reason I like to have multiples is to have a yo, K-Spec donated $20, my man, thank you so much. So I'll donate another 60, so let's give away 8. Very cool. I match donations. Okay, we'll do 8. If you've never done our boot camp, 8 of you are about to get to do it for free. Cool. But yeah, ETF, TPT, MyFunded, Tradeify, Funded Next, and Apex. Those are the 6. Apex will keep the code, but as far as like the name and talking about them and stuff, I'll give that space to like one. Now, Funding Ticks has also been talking to me, so it's up to you guys. When I talk about like partnership, it's like where we get giveaway accounts and like the customer service and all that stuff. Like, who would you guys like me to explore more? Funding Ticks or Futures Desk? I don't want to have like so many partners that it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't mean much. Instead, I'm different than most people. I'm not like trying to expand affiliate revenue to infinity reach. I want to make sure there's a value, a reason to have something. Now, the reason each one of these firms are there, they're all different. Like ETF has the best static in the business. Tradeify has the best straight to funded. ETF also has a direct to funded. It's the second best. MyFunded Futures is the best end of the day drawdown account in general. Futures Funded Next has an uncapped payout, no DLL, which nobody has that in the prop space. Futures desk is straight to live. TBT, daily payout, quick earn your buffer, and then, you know, essentially get payouts from day one. So each one of them is slightly different. There's a reason that we have different ones. So that way, whatever flavor of ice cream you like, we got one of each. But like Futures desk or would be straight to live. Funding ticks, as good as they are, I don't see a unique value prop that they offer that's different enough. While they are a very good firm, I'm not saying they're not, they're extremely good firm. But it would be hard to put a firm up on the board that no one uses because Funded Next is a better product or something, you know. So each one of them has like a reason that I think is a good reason to talk about them. But I don't know all their products. That's why I want to talk to both of the firms and see like where we can work together. Can ask Funded Next for 35% off one-day pass accounts. Really? 35% off? Dang, man. I don't know if I have that much control. Bum 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 bum. You can ask Funded Next for $10 if you want. Straw Hat Oscar, thank you, bud. Wow, he donated another boot camp. Thank you so much for the 15 pounds. That converts to 20 bucks. Really appreciate it. So that's 12. All right, so 12 of you guys will get to come to the boot camp for free, which will be fun for y'all. If you've never done it before, the bootcamp will start in 2 Mondays. Right now, we're going through the Trader Funding Program Masterclass series, which is a whole new series we're doing. Did you guys enjoy yesterday's class on it? It's like the full gambit of how to start, how to set a budget, how to pick a prop, what's the difference of the props. And then we're going to go through risk management techniques, position sizing techniques, how to beat each type of account, statics, whatever. Clever ways to get around the rules, like how to DCA when there's no DCA rule, things like that. We're going to teach you all the good stuff. How to purposely tank the first payout so that you can coast into payouts 2, 3, and 4 for certain firms you can do that with. Build yourself a buffer. Tradeify, I totally game the system of Tradeify. By building a buffer early on and taking forever to get the first payout, then payouts 2 through 4, I just never blow up. Or 2 through whatever. By getting all my blowups out of the way at the start, hitting them all hard, say fuck the consistency, go way over par. My first payout at a 9,000 profit target had like $25,000 of profit. I had to go way over because I didn't care, but then I had a buffer. So payouts 2 through 6 were absolutely simple. Then I only need to make $4,500 on an account with $25,000 in buffer. Easy sauce. That was a good experiment that worked. We used to do that, you know, not me, but like the community used to do that for Apex. Purposely YOLO and tank the first payout just to build a buffer so that every other payout was easy. There are certain tricks you can do to increase your chances and likelihood and reduce your costs. Isa, you're the winner. Pitch. Really appreciate. And Tyler, holy crap. You guys, y'all are so crazy. I love y'all. We'll have to, I might not be able to finish it until the end of the afternoon sesh. Thank you, Tyler. Dang, okay. Appreciate. So this is what I love about this community. People go through our boot camps. Relaxing Sounds Alpha. That sounds so relaxing, actually. Static is the same price at the end of the day with TFT. Yeah, there's some value there if that's the case. That's actually, static's usually more expensive than EODs, all things equal. Relaxing Sounds, type something in chat. You are the winner. You see the announcement, you know, this has been something going on for a while. We all knew it, but I just tweeted it, and you know, FINRA's dropping the PDT designation requirement to $2,000 from $25,000. And I made a tweet about it. I said that's a direct result of the prop industry and the futures industry exploding. And there's a couple of like smarty pants that are like, there's not even anywhere close to being as many futures as yeah, we're catering to like dumb kids and their sim accounts. And I'm like, people are morons. You're not catering to sophisticated, wealthy Wall Street traders by lowering the PDT requirement to $2,000. You're catering to single moms and unemployed people and average Joes that just want to get in to buy some stock. And that's not catering to Wall Street or the big players. That is to expand the demographic to a less sophisticated and less wealthy investor. There would be zero reasons you would lower that unless you needed to get business. And when the futures industry is zero barrier of entry and has exploded asymptotically to a fucking degree that we can't even measure, the prop firm space is a like a $10 billion a year industry. I hear it's bigger every year, something like that. And everybody's going to futures. Every new trader out there is going to futures. That's exactly why FINRA is doing that. New York and Chicago are competing for your commissions. The only reason to make PDT requirements so small is to cater to a wider group of people. Robinhood and all these other firms out there allow people to trade, but then nobody goes and trades on margin because they don't have $25,000. Now you can go margin trade with $2,000. You guys understand that's catering to children and average people, right? How come I've considered not having my own prop firm? Oh no, I would never have a prop firm. Never. Unless it was a real prop firm where I actually invested in traders that I thought were good. Sim funded firm, and like, would I ever be the casino? I could not be the casino. Not only is it a conflict of interest, being that I teach you guys how to beat the casino, if I become the casino, then my morals become questioned. You know, you can't teach trading and run a casino at the same time. I don't think that that's appropriate. So with that being aside, if I didn't teach trading, would I ever own a prop firm? Would I ever want to? And the answer is no. The margins are super thin. The risk is very high. And the space is very saturated. Could I open a prop firm and have it succeed based off of my fame and popularity? I probably could, like Brett did. Brett leveraged that and built Tradeify. I could probably leverage Rocket Scooter and build a successful prop firm. So I'd have an edge. I wouldn't be starting from scratch. I'd have tens of thousands of customers right out the door because I'm me. But then that's it. Do I want to do that? I do have an angle to get in. It's too saturated even with that edge I do have in the space. Like, I can leverage my customer base. I can leverage the Rocket Place. I can leverage my angles on social media and probably build a decent customer base. It's still not enough for me to think it's a good business opportunity. So for those reasons, I'm out. My morals are already in question. I know. This I know. So to me, it's good business if you get in and you have some market share and you get in. But I feel like there's no angle I could approach to actually gain market share other than, hey guys, it's me, Matt, that trader you all know. Check out what I'm selling. And that could be a healthy business, but it's still not enough for me to see it's a good business opportunity. And again, I don't think it's appropriate for me to teach you guys trading and y'all watch me trade. and also I'm profiting off of your failure at the same time as you watching me trade, the conflict of interest would just be something that, hey, Wicked, next winner. Did Lance provide proof? What do you think? No, he ran away and started calling names from Twitter at a distance. Like every good little, like mommy's little guru does. Oh, your mommy's little guru. Run away, cower down, be scared of me, and run off and call names from far away. And try to spin it like there's some reason you couldn't do it. I made a post that had 100,000 views that said I accept your challenge and I'm doubling how much you're offering me. If you show me you made 100 million over the last 10 years, show me the statements. And all he did was run away and say he didn't accept my challenge, like straight up lying. And thousands of people are like, why didn't you accept this challenge? When there's a post at the front of my Twitter that says, I accept your challenge, right? I think he was bluffing and didn't realize I've got enough money to donate to there. I got enough money to sue his ass and subpoena that shit in court. He's trying to arrange a wager on false pretenses considered fraud. I can take him to court and get those statements if I wanted to. I waste more money on bullshit than that guy makes in a month trading. I'll gladly do it. I'll gladly pay for it, but he ran off crying. So, yeah. Yeah, I think that the market wizards could be legit, but I don't put my faith in that. You know, like a bookseller is gonna like want material to write a book about. If he was like vetting every trader to be like a billionaire trader, he's not gonna have a lot of people to write about, that's for sure. So you have to put your faith in the establishment. I mean, a bookseller is a bookseller. That's no different than a course seller. If they're all in bed with each other, how do you know? Unless you see the records, and none of them show you anything. There's just a guy that's like, yeah, I saw it, it's legit. That doesn't mean anything to me. I'm a scientist. I have eyes, I have a high IQ, I've got a brain. Show me the data and I'll make my own decision. I'm not in the trust me bro world. I think everybody thought Bernie Madoff was one of the greatest traders that ever lived until they found out he was just lying. Somebody's lying on Wall Street? Why would they ever do that? Because they make a ton of money. I mean, if you're a failed trader, failed hedge fund manager, and you write books, I mean, you have a choice to make: feed your family or be honest to the community. You may not make that choice to be honest. You may make that choice to be honest. He may be completely honest. I have no way of knowing. For me, it's all about details. I don't like to let people corroborate other people's stories so I can make financial decisions on that. For me, I like to see the data myself because I'm pretty much smart enough to look at it and see if it's real. I have no question about the prop firms. And again, you know, I know nothing about them. All I know is they don't publish the broker statements either. And prop firms make a whole lot of money off of traders coming in, buying classes, buying trading classes, mentoring under them. You pay a lot of money to go through their system. And again, it's a business that preys on young amateur traders for whatever reason. A prop firm wouldn't exist if it didn't make money. So again, everyone has incentive to do whatever's in their best interest to make money. I'm sure they're not lying, but I also don't see any of them say this guy made $100 million anywhere. Only he says that. Relaxing sounds, you won again. So my whole thing is to just show me the evidence and let me see it. And like I told earlier, like if I had $100 million in trading profit, I don't, not at all. I said if I did, I would staple it to my dick and walk around and let people see it. I'd stand in the room, dick forward like this, my hands on my hips, letting people just see how badass I was. And I would be the biggest name in trading. Just showing it off. There's no reason not to show it off. There's no better ad you can run than showing that off. People will just throw money at you at that point. You will have tens of millions of people buy your trading course, literally. So it's preposterous to even cower down and not show it. It makes zero sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you not show it? If you're selling anything, that's already showing you that it's not true. There's zero reason not to show it unless you're evading taxes on it or something. Unless there's some sinister reason not to show it, you don't want it out there. There's no reason, if it's legit, would you not want it out there? I would like I said, I'd tattoo it on my forehead. Look how big my P&L is. You want to see it? So that's how I would do it. We've been teaching the bootcamp, David, for 1 year. We've done it. This is bootcamp number 13, I think. And we'll be doing 2 Mondays. So just on that note, for me, I'm an arbiter. Show me, you know, people were like calling someone a fraud, and I'm like, let me see the data. And the person turned on me for asking like I was a bad guy, which is already red flag number 1. And then red flag number 2, they called names like a baby and tried to bribe me and said if I pay them 50 grand, they'll show me. That's red flag number 2. I'm sure they need 50 grand, just like they need $1,000 to sell you a course. I need $100 million in my pocket, but somehow I need 1,000 more because boy, that's not enough. Yeah, that's not fishy. Fuck, you guys are stupid if you believe that. Yeah, that's the one thing I do. Once I make $100 million, the first thing I think to myself is, I need a fucking job. Maybe I'll go to Twitter and sell something. Y'all are retarded, dude. I'm serious. People in this world are idiots. Like, yeah, that's absolutely what you do. Would you guys, after you made your $100 million, what are you going to go get a job? Is that what you want to do? Oh, is it $10,000? Oh, yeah, there you go. Yep, that's what I did when I made $100 million. I applied at Target because I needed a job. Started making burritos at Chipotle. I needed a little bit more. Why? Well, I'm just growing my wealth, bro. 100 million is not enough. I need 100 million and $1,000. And people just don't even anymore pay attention to logic. This world is going to shit in a handbasket. Going to hell in a handbasket. Have I read the Guardian Futures? I have not. No. How long has it taken me to build the material for the bootcamp? It's a lifetime of knowledge. I've been trading for 15 years. Most of the knowledge and material I started building, like the risk interval, when I reverse engineered CME span, that was in 2015. So that's the first technique I created from the bootcamp. And so it's about 10 years worth of accumulated knowledge. The principles in Rocket Scooter, the gamma exposure levels, and all of this were created in 2019, 2020. About 2022, we came out the DD bands principle, hedge pressure, monthly hedge pressure, 2019. Illiquidity pivots, 2016. Yellow lines, late 2016. So as the years went by, we just created more materials. Like the newest rendition of the liquidity maps was created a year ago. So this is the latest version of all of our setups. And again, we tweak it over time. Dude, I got to go in a little bit to my funded TV. Let's see how many we have. Info, Elsa, Hitch, Dewanti, Brad, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9. We've got 16 more. Okay. Get more info on it. You'll go to this link right here. Bootcamp's only $20. You guys. Not $10,000, dude. Like stock shrooms? Oh, that's funny. So there's the reviews. You can go there and read what everybody says about it. We've been doing it for about a year, and it's just like 5-star reviews, man. Like, people are very happy, and that's why they're buying it for each other, because they love it. It's incredible that this isn't a $10,000 course. You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because I'm actually a rich trader and I don't need to make money off of my viewers. And that's so weird to charge $10,000 for trading education. Yeah, $100 million and I need a job. You know what I'm saying? 5K to 10K, if not more. Look, that guy's going to mentor you how to be a loser. That's why he ran away. You remember back in the day, Brian, Mr. Zen? Oh yeah, that guy was a fraud too. These people, dude. all I ever did was trade and show my trades live on the screen. And then as I was growing, all these small time frauds would just get mean because you got bigger than them. I remember he was like, who's this Day Trader Paradise guy? Is he any good? And like, I remember he was trading 1 micro on YouTube. And then everybody's like, oh no, he's so great. No, he wasn't. He was terrible. Just remember that guy? I never even knew anything about him. I watched his thing one day and I'm like, this was back when Futures was small. He had a couple hundred viewers. I mean, we're like 20 times, 50 times bigger than him probably, but back in the day we were all small. He was trading 1 micro on screen and he's like, I'm the best futures trader on YouTube. And Matt and Pat and me were like, they're like the smallest futures trader on YouTube. Bootcamp's gonna start in 2 Mondays. The principles that we teach are trend identification, risk and position management strategies, and market avoidance strategies. Currently right now we're avoiding the devil's number, 66. Jokes aside. But their mentors are named Matt. Which other Matts do you run with? Let's see. There's Tradesway Matt. There's me Matt. There's Market Moves Matt. There's Ash is Matt. Trade Brigade is Matt. Trade Brigade is huge. Dude, he got huge. I remember when he was small. He might have been buddies for a long time. His pre-market show is huge now. He only does pre-market, but Matt Evans is also Matt. Yeah, have y'all seen Trade Brigade's pre-market show? Dude, it's huge. He gets a huge viewer base. I like one day just turned on and tuned in and I saw it and I was like, wow. He has like fundamentals and stuff. It's pretty solid show. Let me see if he's still on. He had like a couple thousand people watching him when I tuned into it. He gets like 10, 15, 20,000 views per pre-market prep show. Yeah, he's a cool guy. He's always, when him and I were both small together many years ago. So he's always been good peeps to our group. And like very happy to see like people that know their stuff are the ones that are getting bigger. Okay, we got a little bit more time. We got to still do some more giveaways. Boot camp only $20. Boot camp only $20. The principles of teaching you, we don't use any kind of charting technique. We don't use any kind of candlestick patterns, nothing. Overlay indicators, nothing. We don't use technical analysis, nothing. We don't use multi-time frame analysis, no multi-time frame confluence, nothing. I don't ever change from a 1 minute chart. Indicators don't matter. Price action doesn't matter. I trade off of levels, volume prediction, gamma exposure. That's it. I trade off of a level. As an example, here's a level. Resilience is worse. I probably won't take it. I'll trade off of a level from a place to a place for a reason, and I use confluence and the index products with the stocks to decide if I want to keep trading it or not. Most of our stuff talks about probabilistic edge, like the probability of something happening. A lot of our indicators and tools are based on statistics. This is gamma exposure level, for example, monthly hedge pressure. Under the condition that this number is greater than 0, 90% of days, Chris V, you're the winner, type something in chat, 9% of days will stay on the same side it opened on. So it's a very low probability that we break it, which is why I long from there. The blue, if we open above blue, which we didn't, the blue under ideal conditions when the blue line is greater than 0 is about 80% ideal. So this time is like 80% that we'd be underneath it. But now that the support is there, it's it's a less likely chance for underneath it. So it becomes more of a 40% chance we do break. So this is all from our boot camp we teach you. So it's almost a coin flip. The idea that blue is usually resistance, but once the blue confluence number goes greater than 0 and this flips to support, the 80-20 turns to a 60-40. So it becomes almost a 40% chance you do break. And I usually like to take that long when it happens, which I did today. And again, all the setups are basically, this is exploiting gamma exposure. And you create a gamma squeeze when you break through it. When you touch any one of our pivots, it's guaranteed high volume. It's predictable. I'll show you what I mean by predictable. Volume spike. Every time you touch hedge pressure, blue or orange, you're going to see like a high amount of volume. Like you see how we're touching it right here, and there's volume exactly at the level. Volume at 24,588. It's all automated. It's all algorithmic. And that's crypto game codes UTIC. Shoot, I got to go to my funded TV. Y'all remind me later. I'll have to do the rest later. I think I've got like 4 more to go. 2 Mondays, boot camp. We start in 2 Mondays. Oh, your other mentor is a friend? Did I see Lance's essay on why he sells courses? Because he made $10 million one time leveraging the money from a prop firm 10 years ago. And he bought a house and bought a car and lived his life and fucking never made another dime. So he needs to sell courses. I think I'm just going to keep talking shit about him so that he can sue me and then I can just subpoena his records. Maybe we should do that. What do you think? Should I keep a full court press on him? That's the easiest way to get the records. He did try to engage in a wager based on these records. So therefore, they would be required to be produced during discovery because he tried to solicit a bet on the pretenses that they were legit. So therefore we can call them in for discovery. God, I love having like a team of 6 lawyers work with me and teach me how life works. You know, that's a good plan. All right. Well, I'll just tell him straight up. He's a fraud. He's an absolute fraud. And he's scamming people. So y'all can clip that and show him. That way you can take me to court. I'd love to see it. All right. We'll see y'all later. I'm out. Oh, tomorrow, Steven's going to be on my show on My Funded TV. Great. So I'm live on My Funded TV, you guys. Right here. Click this link right there. I'll be live on My Funded TV. You guys are welcome to come and join in. And I'll be live on My Funded TV. Lunch Money with Matt. They do tons of giveaways there and stuff too, so you guys can tune in. It's an hour long, fun little show that we do.